Welcome back to Bari TV. This is Coach Gladu. This is part 2. We're going to continue with talk more about the team this time. Last episode we was talking about more Coach Gladu and his accomplishments being a Chicago Cub. How many years have you been coaching overall?
Oh wow. I probably started at the Little League level in 2002, so 17 years.
What have you developed? What skills have you developed as a coaching?
I think the first thing I had to develop was my ability to work with kids. Like I never had that skill. You know, I had children, but it was on a different level. So I think, you know, especially starting at that Little League level, when you start, you have to have the ability to have some patience for sure. You know, and then the ability to teach. Like for me, there's, you know, you can have guys who know the game but can't teach the game, and then you can have guys who are teaching the game who don't really know the game, you know. So, and it takes a while to develop the ability to do both. It's certainly not easy, and you have to go through. It's like a roller coaster of, you know, trying to figure out what works for each team at each level. I mean, certainly when you're working with Little League guys, you're not worried about bunt defense really, and making sure the pitchers are running sprints. You know, you're not gonna have many kids in your program if you know that.
About fun.
Yeah, you have to keep it really fundamental, and keep it fun, right? Because if they're not engaged, then it's not gonna work.
How do you plan on improving as a coach from year to year?
Well, I think you have to, what I call is keep up with the Joneses. You know, and certainly baseball in the last 5 years has become unbelievable with the stats and the things that they look at, and the, you know, it's not just taking video anymore. It's the analysis of the game has been so microcosm. Like, you know, every little bit counts. Like everything adds up.
What are some struggles that you have faced as being a coach?
That's a good question. I think one that I learned early on was how to interact with parents, I guess would be a good one. Yeah. You know, that was interesting.
Yeah, parents cursing you out or something?
No, but you know, so I get it, right? Like my son plays baseball, or you know, kids that play sports, their parents want them to excel, right? You know, to do more, you know, not just be part of the team, but yeah, like be the best player, right? And so a lot of times in coaching, they expect their son or daughter to, you know, bat third and be in the lineup all the time, right? So you know, I think that was a struggle for me, like, because I'm not really like that, but I want my kids to make their own way. But you know, dealing with parents who, how come Johnny's not playing all the time, you know? You know, I can recollect a story when I was a 13 to 15-year-old. They call it Babe Ruth League. So I had this lady who, her son, okay, so first of all, he wasn't very good, okay, but it's an instructional level. He played as much as everybody else. And he actually was happy when I had to take him out of the game. To be honest with you, he's happy when I take him out. Like, he's happy to be part of the team. And she goes, you know, basically, well, you know, that's ridiculous. He should play all the time. I said, all right, I'll tell you what. I said, you see that bag over there? That's the helmet bag. And that bag over there, that's where the baseballs go. And here's the scorebook. I said, you can have it all right now. And I'm good with it. Like, you can coach the team. I'm good. I'll be all right. It's all yours. And you can have him play all the time. And she said, well, I don't want to do that. And I said, well, then get out of the dugout. Like, it's time to go, lady. And ever since then, never had a problem. So I think what I'm trying to say, you know, it can be tough dealing with parents, but if you're up front with first of all, the expectations of your program, even at the lower levels, you should have expectations, you know, of what you expect out of your kids and what you expect out of your parents. And if you are, and I learned this when I worked at corrections as a correctional officer, if you're firm, fair, and consistent with everybody, then everybody has a... I do include the parents on what's going on in the program, because I feel like, you know, a great example, if I took all 39 of my guys and lined them all up in a row, and I told the first one that the sky is blue, pass it on. By the time I got to the 39th guy, they'd be talking about a cat, something totally in the tree, or something totally different. So it gets lost in translation with young adults. So I send out emails all the time about what's going on in the program, like when we're going to Florida, you know, what we have coming up, But on the other half, my guys know, like, I don't engage parents on, playing time or anything like that. I treat my guys like men, and they know, like, if they feel like they should be playing more, then the door's usually open. It's closed right now, but it's usually open. They come in, sit down, and we can talk about it. And at the end of the conversation, they may not get what they want, but at least I give them a voice to be heard. But I don't deal with, like, we don't deal with parents, like, how come Johnny doesn't play at the college level?
Yeah, that's more lower level. College level.
And to be honest with you, I tell my guys, listen, if your father or your mother calls me and wants to know why Johnny isn't playing more, I'm going to kick you off the team. So don't do it. Here, come to me, right? Come to me. Yeah, so that's, and it's been good. I haven't had any issues with it. Oh, that'll go. Yeah, you got that. We got him trying. I think it'll go.
I don't know. Let that whole top half keep over.
Well, it's going to be braced by that one in the middle. Yeah, you got that. You should be a surgeon.
No, nah. That's a whole nother level.
No. No. Wow, this could be troublesome. There's no way that's gonna work. I gotta stay below this mess. No, I gotta stay above that mess. Because if I stay below it... Yeah. That's almost cheating. It's not the level we started at though, right?
And last time?
Yeah. No. This level here. Did we start at this level? And we built up from there, or did we build up from there?
I don't even remember.
I think we built up from there. We haven't had more than 8 or 9 moves. I'm gonna take this one. Oh my God. Now. Uh-oh. I don't want to let go. Oh, I thought it was going. Now I'm gonna pull it out real fast and see what happens. You ready?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Why did you choose a coach?
Well, I mean, I fell in love with the game as a player, and then when I couldn't play anymore, I really wanted to, and like I said, I started at the lower levels of the league. I really wanted to give back my time and to try and help somebody. And for me, it's not really about helping kids get to college, that are in the little league. That's certainly not the point. But it's trying to help. It's trying to keep. So the game evolves. Coaches evolve. I love the simplicity of the old game, and so I don't want to see that go away. So and again for me, like my coaching style is I like to do bunting and stealing and hit and run and small ball stuff. And there's not a lot of people that like to do that. And when you watch a Major League Baseball game, you may go a lot of games before you see somebody bunt. Like you'll see the pitchers bunt in the National League only because they can't hit, right? But you don't see a lot of that stuff, and so I'm trying to hold on to that a little bit. Coaching helps to keep that because when you're the coach, you kind of develop your own philosophy and your own way of style of managing a ball club, and so I like to try to keep that around as long as I can. Yeah. I really like that one, but it's not gonna do it. I mean, you should this one should go, but it's not. It's not.
Because it's.
That one should go. That one should go. They're not gonna go. Oh boy.
Yeah, you gotta go below.
There's no. Like this one would be good, but. Alright, this is gonna take some time. You ready? I'm gonna pull it fast. God hates a coward.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Woo. What's your favorite thing about baseball?
Well, watching guys succeed in a game that's very hard to do. Like watching guys reach a goal. Like I want my guys to set a goal and to when they reach that goal, because it's a hard game. I know a lot of sports are hard. This is one that certainly is in that category. So for me, when guys reach obtainable goals, they do all the work. I just kind of guide them. But for them to get there, that's pretty neat. I like to do it. trouble. No, you're not. You're a pro. You know what you gotta do, but I don't. See, now, I tried pushing that way. Maybe because I tried pushing it the wrong way. Oh, my God.
Nice and gentle. I don't do that.
A quick hit.
Quick, fast.
You know, I gotta do it again. Da, 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 da. Yeah. I'm gonna set that better for you. I don't know.
Yeah, put it in the middle.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's gotta go in the middle?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Listen, you didn't give me no room on the end.
You did that to me earlier.
Hey.
See?
Now, what if that like one just fell off? Is it? That's a good question, right? What if
That
you're
is a
like
good
moving
question.
that and all of a sudden just the top just fell off?
I think if one fell off, I think we could be.
So the whole thing's gotta go,
I think the whole thing.
which it eventually it's going to. 'Cause
Who's your greatest role model, either personally or as a coach?
my mother.
Mother.
Yeah. My mom was great. When I was growing up, she would be the one that, because my dad worked second shift, so she would be in the backyard playing catch with me and absolutely, followed me the whole way through and had all the scrapbooks and went to all the games and and she was tough. I mean, she was old Italian, well, not an old Italian lady. She ended up being an old Italian lady, but as a young Italian lady, she was tough and she taught me how to be accountable. My father did as well, but I think certainly my mom was which is funny, it was a driving factor in me playing sports. Yeah.
Your mom plays softball? Play sports?
No.
Oh.
She just watched the Red Sox, that was it.
What are your best and worst memories in coaching?
I think one of my best memories happened a couple years ago was bringing this program to a playoff game because of the fact that it had been 8 or 9 years since the program's gotten to a playoff game. So I think that's a pretty good memory for me. When I played, I'll never forget a couple different stories for you while we're working. Is when I was in college, I was at AIC, so we went to Tampa for our spring break, and we played the University of Tampa. And on that team was a guy named I don't know if you follow the Yankees, but Tino Martinez.
I think I've heard.
Yeah, so he was he finished up 5 or 6 years ago, but he was a big hitter for them. Anyway, so he hit like 2 home runs off me in the game. And so they would play the song every time one of their guys hit a home run. It was the downtown song. It was like, downtown, wanna be with me. I'll never forget it. Like twice I had to hear that song. This guy's running the bases. He ended up in the big leagues and had a great career. So I'm alright with that. The other one was when I was in. We talked about a little before. And when I was in Withville playing for the Cubs. I don't know if I mentioned it in the first time we talked, but we were playing the Johnsonville Cardinals, and they had a big hitter. Like back then, you didn't have all the stuff you have now for scouting reports, right? But you had some stuff. So I don't know if it was a number 3 or number 4 hitter, big country-fed guy from like Iowa or something, and all he could do, he could mash fastballs, right? Like that was this thing. Like don't throw him a fastball. That's what we talked about. Well, we get in the game, and of course, so the pitches are called from the dugout. So the manager calls the pitches to the catcher, what he wants me to throw, and then the catcher gives me the sign, and then my job is to throw it.
Yeah.
So I'll never forget, Rhodey was the manager, the skipper was in the dugout, he gives a sign, and the catcher puts it out for a fastball. This guy's coming up, and he's in the box, fastball. I'm like, nah. Oh, excuse me, curveball. And I'm like, nah, I'm throwing a fastball. I'm going to throw it by him. I throw 93 miles an hour, I'm going to throw it by him. So the catcher looks in the dugout, road cap gives him the same sign, he looks back, gives me another sign for a curveball. I shake it off again. No. So the catcher calls time, he comes out, he goes, Mike, what are you doing? I go, I want to throw a fastball. He goes, road cap's gonna go nuts if this guy hits a fastball. He goes, I said, he's not gonna hit it. I said, all right. So he went back, gave me the fastball. So I threw a fastball, he knocked it out of the park. Like, I don't know if you ever saw the movie Bull Durham, but it was like, it went out of the park. Like, they have back then they had advertisements for cigarettes. So they had like the Marlboro Man. It was out. It was one of like a sign out there, and he hit the sign like the Marlboro Man. He got like a free steak dinner or something. So he's running the bases. He's coming around, and I look over. Here comes the pitching coach. And he walks out, and I'm like, oh man, this ain't gonna be good. He comes out and he goes, Gladu, let me tell you something. He goes, the next time you shake off a sign, and that happens, you might as well just clean out your locker and get your plane ticket back to Massachusetts because you'll be done. Oh, I was laughing. I wasn't laughing at the time, but this is a funny story. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna throw it by him. Nah. First memory, I don't know. I don't know if I did you. Was that part of it? Ask me my worst.
Yeah, best and worst.
Maybe the day I was done. Maybe the day my locker was empty after I hurt my shoulder. And I don't know if that was the worst memory for me. Well, and I think it was hard too on the skipper on RoadCap to tell me that it was done. Like my love, you know, for the passion to play baseball was no longer there. It was gone. They were taken away from me. I'm released. I couldn't play. I couldn't play anymore. So that was tough. And I gotta tell you, the hardest part about this job right now is having guys come in and on cut day and tell them that they're not one of the top whatever, you know, if we're taking 32, you know, they're not one of the top 32. That is very hard to do.
How many? What is your limit for?
Yeah, so the NCAA says there is no limit.
Okay.
I you know, with AD Mooney, my limit's 35 guys.
Okay.
So again, you know, right now I have 39. I'm trying to get a couple transfers coming in January. So I could possibly end up with 41, 42 guys. You know, so that means 7 guys I have to wreck their hopes and dreams. You know, and that's not a fun thing to do. You know, and you know, another thing is I spend a lot of time with these guys. You know, we start in the fall, we go all the way through, right to February, and then we gotta unfortunately cut ways with a few guys, and it's gonna be difficult. It's you know, I'm a kind of emotional guy when it comes to that, and it's gonna be tough to tell a guy that his dream is over because I've been in that seat and I know what that feels like, and it's not good. It's not good. But you know, life goes on, and it's a tough situation for everybody. I can tell you that. You know, I remember when I got released. You know, the coach told me, he goes, "This." Skipper said, he goes, Mike, this is hard for me to do. And I'm like, I didn't really see how it was hard for him, but now I know how hard it is. It really is. It's tough. It's tough to tell somebody that what they love to do, they can't do anymore because they're not good enough. You're sweating like you're undoing a safe in the bank.
My hands are oh my gosh.
That's easy to do. 2 fingers. Well, you better fire up those juicy fruits you got over there.
You're not confident in yourself?
Not now. That's a tough one. Because I've already like gone the gambit here. Like, I just feel like that one should go, but it's not gonna. Like this one should go, but I don't know, maybe. Okay, YouTube, what do you think? Think I should pull it fast or what? I'm gonna feel for it first. Oh yeah.
That was already out.
Come on. Yeah. That is gonna stay. Oh my God! What's holding that? Oh boy! That was way too quick. Why wouldn't that one go now? No.
You gotta start touching that one. That one going. Okay.
That's crazy. What is holding this thing up? Oh
These two at the bottom. Literally.
So let's see. Now you can look at it and go, okay, there's no way that's gonna go. There's no way that's gonna. Why would this one not come out?
Maybe that's the one holding everything up. See, that's the one. Yeah, because that's one.
I mean, this one.
See, you can mess with that one.
No, we shouldn't be able to do any of these because we built that. You should have to stay below that.
You should have to stay below the 3. 1, 2. The third one. So 3 and up, you can't touch. I'll put 3 below, you can.
Wow, good. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe they come falling down. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, got up another one. Oh, wait, 3 below. I'm not taking that.
No, you're good.
I know, I'm not taking it.
Oh. Alright.
It's too easy. Yeah, that one you can just. Yeah.
You need that. Alright.
It is leaning. And I'm going right into the lean. Here, I'll put it next to that. That'll make the top. That'll make the next one easy. I don't like that one. That one looks easy and it won't move. That one on the outside.
It does look easy, but
For some reason, that's not.
oh my gosh. Wow.
I can't believe there's that many moves left on this thing. Oof.
I had to copy it because it kept moving while I was doing it.
Well, this is interesting now. This is an interesting scenario. I can't. Why one of these two?
I told you stop touching that one.
Alright.
That was the one that was holding it.
Okay, here we go.
What do you think are the most important qualities for someone to excel as a player?
That's very simple. They have to pay attention to detail. You have to pay attention to detail, and you have to be accountable and be coachable. Those 3 things, that's all you need. It sounds simple, but paying attention to details for me is not just, shouldn't just be in baseball, it should be in life. You know what I mean? Like today, you said you would be here at 2:15. You were here at 2:15.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That says something. You didn't come in at 2:25. You know. For me, and then being accountable. Like guys need to pull their own weight. And if they screw up, they screw up. Because look at everybody screws up, right? Everybody makes mistakes. Like we just saw a couple minutes ago. But you have to learn from them, which hopefully I will. And then you have to be coachable. You have to be willing to learn. I tell guys all the time, if you came here into this program and thought you were at the apex of how good you were going to be, I don't want you here because you can't get any better.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I need you to work to get better. What is it? Lawn clippings or what?
Lawn clippings and lime.
That's lawn clippings. Boy, is that good. Oh my god. Tastes like the lawn. No, it's worse. It tastes like the gas mixed in with the lawnmower.
Who would you say mimics your style of play? Anyone from last year or this year?
I would say, I'd have to say Bobby Newman. He graduated last year, but left-handed pitcher who didn't care who was up. Kind of a, I don't know how to say it without getting beat for swearing, but kind of a jerk. like on the mound, like didn't care, didn't care, like.
Nonchalant.
Yeah, he just went after guys and was confident in what he did. And I'll tell you, I mean, if Bobby ever watches this, he'd be the first one to say it. Like, he didn't work hard at his craft. So I had to work hard, but he didn't work hard. That'd be the one difference a little bit.
So he was talented.
But he was good. Yeah, he was good. He was good. Yeah, so I'd say to think about it, because it is, you know, I was a left-handed pitcher, right? So to think about, you don't get a lot of those guys, but yeah, he was good. He was fun to watch. I think he walked guys off. You know, he had the best pick-off move I've probably ever seen for picking guys off on bases. So he may not admit to it, but I think he walked guys on purpose just to pick them off, which drove me crazy as a manager. You know what I mean? He'd walk guys, get in the first, and then pick them off first. He'd do it on purpose. You know, so it would drive me nuts. But I know he did.
For you?
Well, I appreciate your time, and the long clippings was good. It could have been worse, I guess. I could have got them.
It could have been way worse.
Yeah, see, take it easy on me. I'm the old guy. Yeah, take it easy.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you very much.
Thank you for watching, and see you next time.